on them. Like, all that was removed with tiers and the increased loot drops. So basically in the DZ, I work under the assumption that everybody is running a meta build and everybody is going to shoot first and everybody has, you know, 9 teal sealed caches in their pack. Because let's face it, most of the time that is the reality. It used to not be like that. Yeah, you haven't been in the DZ, bro. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that this is what ruined it for you, right? It was the increased drop rates and the tiers, right? They know that you're running gear similar to the weakest member on their fucking 4-man team. And so a 4v1 is easy pickings for them. Used to not be like that. You had no fucking clue what this solo player out there in the DZ was running. All you knew... Sure, because they were running shit and you were running good gear, and they thought you were easy pickings, but they were fucking wrong. But that's not the case anymore. No one is easy pickings. Everybody's running 256 gear. Like, it drops everywhere. You could run Lexington 10 times and just be geared out. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what the PvE people were asking for. They were like, you know, the PvPers in the Dark Zone, because anytime we get like a good something to extract, we get ganked. It's not the case anymore. Like, everybody's running that shit, because you don't have to go to the DZ to get it. So, in my humble opinion, if you are in the DZ, you should have like a PvP damn near min-maxed build. And if you don't, then you have no business being there. Because it shouldn't take you very long to get it. Just go run Lex a couple times. Like, you're gonna get the shit. You might not be min-maxed, but you're gonna be competitive. So, like, all the talk about, you know, making the gap between min-maxed players and casual players closer, that to me is signaling that they're just gonna, like, fuck everything and normalize gear. And that's what's gonna destroy the DZ, in my opinion. Because the whole point there is to build a set and to run a squad with like gear, talents, skills that is conducive to killing other agents, so that when you come across these other agents, you can kill them. But what it is now is just like everybody's running the same shit. It's Alpha Bridge 4-piece. Alpha Bridge 4-piece Specialized Savage. So Alpha Bridge, chest, mask, holster, and knee pads, and then gold backpack and gloves. And the backpack is specialized, the gloves are savage, of course. What? There is no 3-stat. It's not even, you don't even bother. Like, it's basically Alpha Bridge. I'm running strikers because I like it. and it's conducive to my style of play. But if I really wanted to melt shit quick, fast, in a hurry, I'd be running 4 Alpha Bridge, Specialized Savage like everybody else. And the thing is it's not hard to acquire this gear. Anybody can do it. You spend a couple hours, you got it. I mean, it might not be min-maxed, but... And part of that is because in the DZ, armor destruction is now a PvP stat as well as a PvE stat. Yeah. So assault rifles got a huge buff, and the talent destructive on weapons got a huge buff because of that. And not only that, but they introduced a new assault rifle, the FAMAS, and it has a baked-in skill that gives you 15% increased damage for nothing. For nothing. Yeah, the only caveat to that is that stability mods on your weapons will decrease that bonus. But I mean, when you're running an Alpha Bridge set, you get that talent for free on a weapon that you might not need stability on. And so what people are running now is a primary, an M4 or a Lova C, and then they just have that FAMAS there as their secondary, specifically because it rolls that uncomplicated talent. And if you manage to roll the right talents on that FAMAS, and then roll the right talents on your M4, you basically are in the meta. Yeah, you're in the meta, and you destroy everything. Sure, I'm sure you did. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's going on now. Everybody has everything, and nobody has nothing. If you have nothing, you're doing it wrong. And that's kind of a problem now because there's no content that's like difficulty gated, and there's no new gear that is gonna be any better than anything you could acquire just by running Lexington over and over. You can get Alpha Bridge, Lovas, FAMASes, you can get all that just by running Lex. So why would you run anything else? That's why, I don't know if you've tried to like matchmake for anything other than Lex, but it's gonna take a while. Because not only did they make everything drop everywhere, they also created this named gear piece called the Barrett's Bulletproof Vest, and it only drops on Lex. And it's really, it's not totally overpowered, but it can be very overpowered. And so everybody is just spamming Lex, A, trying to get this chest piece, and B, just gearing up because it's the most efficient place you can farm. So all the other activities in the division have died. Yeah, they've died. Underground, no, don't even bother. Unless you're running daily challenging missions, if it's not Lexington, don't bother. Yeah, if you want, I'll run Challenge Lex with you. I'm pretty used to it. I think I've done it about 400 times since 1 point whatever. I've got one Barrett's Bulletproof Vest from it, because it has a 1% drop rate, and it's not like the more times you run it, the better your odds are of getting it. That's not how it works. It's a straight up 1%, yeah. So you could literally run it 1,000 times and never even see it. Yeah. Every time. Yes. So the game is kind of in a bad spot right now, if you ask me. The DZ is not great because everybody has everything, and there's no reason that you would ever not shoot first. That's my opinion. I shoot first. If you run up on me, if you come anywhere fucking near me, I'm gonna shoot first, because I'm not going to give away that initiative and that advantage of shooting first to somebody who is potentially going to also have that same mentality and shoot at me first as well. And so the DZ is pretty much just a PvP zone now. No one's really farming it because farming Lex is more efficient, and like I said, everybody knows what everybody else is running. So we're kind of waiting on 1.6 to address these problems. You know, there's that same feeling that PvP isn't really great anyway. And that's a thing for sure. But really, in my humble opinion, PvP wasn't god awful back in 1.1, because you didn't know. Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know. And I mean, I used to run DZ solo like a lot of other people because I'm not very social. I became social in this game because it got to a point in 1.3 where you basically couldn't solo the DZ. But like back then, you know, you could. And when you ran across another agent who was out there, you know, either running their DivTech route or farming or whatever, you know, you probably wouldn't shoot first. You might just like wave at them, you know, hey, or give them the help emote. Y'all might team up. That happened all the time in 1.0 and 1.1, and it. Yeah. And that was because nobody had max gear. Nobody had all the shit that they just give away now. And so there's no reason to trust anybody. Like why would you trust anybody? They're running the same shit that you are. They have all max gear. They have all max gear in their yellow bag, and you know, they're gonna take it from you, or you're gonna shoot first, and that's basically what it is now. And so yeah, like so hopefully 1.6 will address a lot of these core issues. But the DZ is a fairly toxic place right now, unless you're just trying to go in and have fun and you accept the fact that, you know, not that you're gonna die, but if you see another agent, that there's gonna be a fight. There's gonna be a fight. And that's what people don't understand about how this game has evolved, is that right now, patch 1.5 in the DZ, if you see another agent and they don't turn around and run away, there's gonna be a fight. And the impetus is on you to shoot first. If you don't shoot first, then you are at a distinct disadvantage. So you might as well just open up on them. Fuck the rogue timer. I know, you know, Care Bears don't like it or whatever. They don't want to be flagged as rogue. Fuck that. Like if you're in the DZ, you should not be worrying about being flagged as a rogue. Everybody gets flagged as a rogue. The reason is because smart players know that if another neutral agent gets anywhere near them, they cannot be trusted. And so you might as well just fucking shoot them. Alright, that's my rant.